Look how we've made it, my darling. Once upon a time, in a small village in Nigeria, there lived a young man named Uche. Uche was 28 years old. When he was born, his parents left him. He was an orphan. Uche had no money to go to school. He had no money to buy food. But Uche was strong and hardworking. Every day, Uche would work on farms. He would carry heavy loads. He would dig the soil. He would plant seeds. But he did not get paid much. He could hardly feed himself. Life was very hard for Uche. One day, Uche met a young woman named Ada. Ada was 25 years old. She was also poor. But Ada had a big smile and a bright mind. She believed that they would be rich one day. She believed they would be trillionaires. Uche liked Ada very much. Ada liked Uche too. They became friends. They started spending a lot of time together. They would talk about their dreams. They would dream about big houses, fancy cars, and lots of money. They would say, one day, we will make it to the top. But life was still hard. Uche and Ada worked very hard every day. They saved every little money they made. They did not give up. They did not stop dreaming. They believed in each other. One night, Ada had a big idea. She said, Uche, let us start our own farm. We can grow vegetables and sell them in the market. Uche was scared. He said, Ada, we have no money to buy seeds. We have no land to plant. Ada smiled and said, Uche, we can do it. We will find a way. Let us not give up. Uche and Ada worked even harder. They saved every little money they could. They asked people for help. They borrowed seeds. They found a small piece of land to farm. They started planting vegetables. They worked day and night. They watered the plants. They pulled out weeds. They took care of the farm. One day, their vegetables grew big and green. Uche and Ada were very happy. They took the vegetables to the market. They sold them and made money. They were very happy. But something strange started happening. Every night, someone would come to their farm and destroy their plants. Uche and Ada were worried. They did not know who was doing it. They did not know why it was happening. One night, Uche and Ada decided to stay and watch the farm. They hid behind the bushes. They waited and waited. Suddenly, they saw a shadow moving. It was a person. The person was coming to destroy their plants again. Uche and Ada jumped out and shouted, Stop! Who are you? Why are you doing this? The person stopped and turned around. Uche and Ada were shocked. They could not believe their eyes. The person in the shadow was an old man. He had a long beard and sad eyes. Uche and Ada were surprised. They asked, Why are you destroying our plants? The old man said, I am sorry. I have no food. I have no family. I was hungry. Uche and Ada felt sad. They understood how it felt to be hungry. Uche said, Old man, you do not have to destroy our plants. We can help you. We can share our food. The old man started to cry. He said, Thank you. You are very kind. Uche and Ada took the old man to their small home. They gave him food to eat. They gave him a place to sleep. The old man was very grateful. He said, I will help you on your farm. I will work hard. Together, we will make it better. Uche, Ada, and the old man worked together. They planted more seeds. They grew more vegetables. The farm started to grow bigger and bigger. They sold more vegetables in the market. They made more money. They were very happy. But one day, something mysterious happened. Uche found a strange box on the farm. The box was buried under the soil. It was old and dusty. Uche called Ada and the old man. They all looked at the box. Ada said, What is inside the box? Should we open it? Uche said, Yes, let us open it. But be careful. They opened the box slowly. Inside the box, they found old papers, maps, and a small key. The papers were written in a language they did not understand. The maps showed places they had never seen. The small key was shiny and looked important. Uche said, "What do these papers mean? Where do these maps lead? What does this key open?" The old man looked closely at the papers. He said, "I think these papers and maps are very old. They might be a clue to something special." Ada said, "Maybe the key opens a treasure. Maybe it will help us become rich." Uche, Ada, and the old man decided to follow the clues. They wanted to find out what the papers, maps, and what the key was for. They wanted to see if it would help them make their dreams come true. One night, they packed their bags. They took the papers, maps, and key. They were ready for a big adventure. They said goodbye to their small farm. They started walking towards the unknown. As they walked, they wondered, what will we find? Will it be a treasure? Will it change our lives? The night was dark and the path was long. Uche, Ada, and the old man held hands. They promised to stay together no matter what. Uche, Ada, and the old man walked for many days. They followed the map. The map showed a big mountain. The mountain looked far away. They kept walking. They did not give up. One day, they reached the big mountain. The mountain was tall and steep. Uche looked at Ada and the old man. He said, "We must climb this mountain. The map shows something at the top." Ada said, "Yes, we can do it. Let us climb together." They started to climb the mountain. It was very hard. The rocks were slippery. The wind was strong. But they held on tight. They helped each other. They did not give up. After a long climb, they reached the top of the mountain. They were very tired. But they were also excited. They looked around. They saw a small cave. The cave was dark and mysterious. Uche said, "The map shows the cave. We must go inside." Ada said, "Yes, let us see what is inside the cave." They walked into the cave. It was cold and dark. They used a small lamp to see. They walked slowly. Inside the cave, they found a big door. The door was old and rusty. It had a keyhole. Uche took out the small key they found in the box. He said, "This key must open the door." He put the key in the keyhole. He turned the key. The door opened with a loud creak. Behind the door, they found a big treasure chest. The chest was locked. Ada said, "We need to open the chest. Maybe it is full of treasure." Uche looked around. He saw a small paper on the ground. The paper had strange drawings. It looked like a puzzle. They needed to solve the puzzle to open the chest. Uche, Ada, and the old man sat down. They looked at the puzzle. They thought and thought. They tried to solve the puzzle. After a long time, they figured it out. They opened the chest. Inside the chest, they found something very surprising. It was not gold. It was not money. It was a book. The book was very old. The cover was shiny. It had strange symbols. Uche said, "What is this book? Why is it in the chest?" Ada said, "Maybe the book has secrets. Maybe it can help us." The old man opened the book. Inside, there were more maps and drawings. The maps showed different places. The drawings showed how to build things. It was a book of knowledge. Uche, Ada, and the old man looked at each other. They were curious. They wanted to learn from the book. They wanted to see where the new maps would lead. They took the book with them. They left the cave. They climbed down the mountain. They were ready for the next adventure. They wondered, what will we learn? Where will the new maps take us? Uche, Ada, and the old man came down the mountain. They looked at the new maps in the book. The maps showed a big forest. The forest looked thick and dark. Uche said, "We need to go to the forest. The map shows something there. Ada said, yes, let us go. We will find out what is in the forest. They walked for many days. They reached the big forest. The trees were tall and close together. It was very dark inside the forest. But they did not give up. They walked into the forest. It was quiet and spooky. They heard strange noises. But they stayed close together. They followed the map. After walking for a long time, they found a small clearing. In the clearing, there was a big tree. The tree had carvings on it. The carvings looked like the symbols in the book. Uche said, look at the tree. It has the same symbols as the book. Ada said, yes, maybe the tree is special. Let us look closer. They walked to the big tree. They saw a small door in the tree trunk. The door was hidden by leaves. Uche pushed the door open. Inside, they found a ladder going down. Uche said, there is a ladder. We need to go down. Ada said, yes, let us go. Be careful. They climbed down the ladder. It was dark and cold. At the bottom, they found a tunnel. The tunnel was long and twisty. They walked through the tunnel. They held their lamp to see the way. After a while, they reached a big room. The room was full of strange machines and gadgets. The machines were old but shiny. The gadgets had buttons and lights. Uche said, what is this place? Why are these machines here? Ada said, maybe the machines can help us. Maybe they are special. The old man found a lever. He pulled the lever. The machine started to hum and glow. Lights came on. The room was bright. The machine started to move. Uche, Ada, and the old man watched in amazement. The machine showed pictures and maps on the walls. The maps showed hidden treasures, secret places, and more knowledge. Uche said, these machines are amazing. They can show us many things. Ada said, yes, we can learn a lot from them. They will help us become rich. They spent many days in the room. They learned from the machines. They found new maps and clues. They were excited and happy. But they knew there was more to find. More adventures awaited them. They packed their bags again. They took the new maps and clues. They were ready for the next journey. As they left the room, they wondered, what will we find next? Where will the new clues lead us? Uche, Ada, and the old man left the tunnel. They walked out of the forest. They looked at the new maps and clues. The new map showed a river. The river was big and wide. Uche said, we need to go to the river. The map shows something there. Ada said, yes, let us go. We will find out what is at the river. They walked for many days. They reached the big river. The water was fast and deep. They did not have a boat. Uche said, how will we cross the river? We need a boat. Ada said, we can build a raft. We can use wood and rope. They worked together. They found wood and rope. They built a strong raft. They pushed the raft into the water. They climbed on the raft and started to paddle. The river was rough. The water splashed. The raft rocked back and forth. But they held on tight. They paddled hard. They did not give up. After a long time, they reached the other side. They were tired but happy. They got off the raft and looked around. They saw a cave near the riverbank. Uche said, the map shows the cave. We need to go inside. Ada said, yes, let us see what is in the cave. They walked into the cave. It was dark and wet. They used their lamp to see. Inside the cave, they found old paintings on the walls. The paintings showed animals, people, and symbols. Uche said, these paintings are very old. They must be important. Ada said, yes, maybe the paintings tell a story. Let us look closer. They studied the paintings. They found a picture of a big rock with a symbol on it. The rock was near a waterfall. The symbol was the same as the one in the book. Uche said, we need to find the rock. It is near a waterfall. Ada said, yes, let us follow the map to the waterfall. They left the cave. They walked along the river. They followed the map. After a while, they heard the sound of water. They found the big waterfall. It was beautiful and loud. Uche looked around. He saw a big rock near the waterfall. The rock had a special symbol on it. Uche said, look, there is the rock. It has a symbol. Ada said, yes, we need to see what is behind the rock. They walked to the big rock. They pushed and pushed. The rock moved slowly. Behind the rock, they found a hidden door. Uche said, there is a door. We need to open it. Ada said, yes, let us see what is behind the door. They opened the hidden door. Inside, they found a small room. The room had a chest and more old papers. The chest was locked. Uche said, we need to open the chest. Maybe it has treasure. Ada found a key hidden in the papers. She used the key to open the chest. Inside the chest, they found shiny jewels, gold coins, and a map. Uche, Ada, and the old man were very happy. They said, look, we found treasure. We are getting closer to our dreams. But they knew there was more to find. More adventures awaited them. They took the jewels, gold coins, and the new map. They were ready for the next journey. As they left the hidden room, they wondered, what will we find next? Where will the new map take us? Uche, Ada, and the old man took the new map and left the waterfall. The new map showed a big desert. The desert was hot and dry. Uche said, we need to go to the desert. The map shows something there. Ada said, yes, let us go. We will find out what is in the desert. They walked for many days. They reached the big desert. The sun was very hot. The sand was very dry. They felt thirsty. Uche said, we need water. We need to stay strong. Ada said, yes, let us find an oasis. There will be water there. They followed the map. They walked through the hot sand. They saw mirages, but they kept going. They did not give up. Finally, they found an oasis. It had palm trees and a small pond. Uche said, look, water. We can drink and rest here. Ada said, yes, let us rest and get strong again. They drank water and rested under the palm trees. They felt better. They looked at the map again. The map showed a big pyramid in the desert. Uche said, we need to find the pyramid. It is on the map. Ada said, yes, let us go. We will find out what is inside the pyramid. They walked through the desert. After a long time, they saw the big pyramid. It was tall and old. The stones were huge. Uche said, there is the pyramid. It is very big. Ada said, yes, let us find the entrance. They walked around the pyramid. They found a hidden entrance covered by sand. They cleared the sand away and went inside. It was dark and cool inside the pyramid. Uche said, we need to be careful. There might be traps. Ada said, yes, let us stay close together. They walked through the dark halls of the pyramid. They saw old paintings and symbols on the walls. They followed the map. The map led them to a big room. Inside the room, they found another chest and a strange statue. Uche said, look, another chest. And a statue. Ada said, yes, we need to see what is in the chest. And what the statue means. They opened the chest. Inside, they found more gold coins, jewels, and a scroll. The scroll had more strange symbols. Uche said, these symbols look important. Maybe they'll tell us something. Ada said, yes, let us look at the statue too. They looked at the statue. The statue had a keyhole. It seemed to guard something. Uche took the key from the chest and put it in the keyhole. The statue moved, revealing a hidden passage. Uche said, there is a hidden passage. We need to go inside. Ada said, yes, let us see where it leads. They walked through the hidden passage. It led to a small room. In the room, they found more old papers and another book. The book was very old and had many pages. Uche said, "This book looks very old. It must be important." Ada said, "Yes, maybe it will help us learn more." They took the book, papers, and treasures. They left the pyramid. They knew there was more to find. More adventures awaited them. They were ready for the next journey. As they left the pyramid, they wondered, what will we find next? Where will the new clues take us? Uche, Ada, and the old man left the pyramid. They looked at the old book they found. The book had new maps and new clues. The map showed a big island. The island was far away across the sea. Uche said, "We need to go to the island. The map shows something there." Ada said, "Yes, let us go. We will find out what is on the island." They walked to the nearest village. In the village, they found a small boat. They asked the owner if they could borrow the boat. The owner said, "You can use my boat, but be careful. The sea can be dangerous." Uche said, "Thank you. We will be careful." They got into the boat. They sailed across the sea. The waves were big and the wind was strong. But they held on tight. They did not give up. After many days, they saw the big island. It was covered with trees and flowers. Uche said, "Look, the island. We made it." Ada said, "Yes, let us explore the island." They got off the boat and walked onto the island. They followed the map. The map led them to a hidden cave. The cave entrance was covered with vines. Uche said, "We need to go inside the cave." Ada said, "Yes, let us see what is inside." They moved the vines and walked into the cave. Inside, they found old carvings on the walls. The carvings showed people and strange creatures. They followed the carvings to a big room. In the room, they found a stone table. On the table, there was a small chest and more old papers. Uche said, "Look, another chest and more papers." Ada said, "Yes, let us open the chest." They opened the chest. Inside, they found old coins, a necklace, and another map. The necklace was shiny and had a big, colorful gem. Uche said, "This necklace is beautiful. It must be special." Ada said, "Yes, and the map shows us a new place to go." They took the necklace, coins, and the new map. They left the cave. They were excited and curious. They knew there were more adventures to come. They were ready for the next journey. As they walked back to the boat, they wondered, what will we find next? Where will the new map take us? Uche, Ada, and the old man sailed back from the island. They looked at the new map they found in the cave. The map showed a big mountain with a castle on top. The castle looked old and grand. Uche said, "We need to go to the mountain. The map shows something there." Ada said, "Yes, let us go. We will find out what is in the castle." They walked for many days. They reached the big mountain. The mountain was tall and steep. They started to climb. The climb was hard, but they did not give up. They helped each other. After a long climb, they reached the top. They saw the big castle. The castle was old and had many towers. It looked mysterious. Uche said, "Look, the castle. We made it." Ada said, "Yes, let us explore the castle." They walked to the castle. They found a big wooden door. The door was heavy and old. Uche pushed the door open. Inside, the castle was dark and quiet. They used their lamp to see. They walked through the castle. They found a big room with a throne. On the throne, there was a crown and a scroll. The crown was shiny and had many gems. Uche said, "Look, a crown. It is beautiful." Ada said, "Yes, and the scroll might have more clues." They took the crown and opened the scroll. The scroll had a map and more symbols. The map showed a hidden chamber under the castle. Uche said, "We need to find the hidden chamber." Ada said, yes, let us follow the map. They followed the map through the castle. They found a secret door behind a bookshelf. They opened the door and went down a long staircase. At the bottom, they found the hidden chamber. Inside, they found more treasures, gold coins, jewels, and a big chest. Uche said, "Look at all the treasures. We have found so much." Ada said, "Yes, we are getting closer to our dreams." They opened the big chest. Inside, they found more old books, a scepter, and a key. The books had many pictures and maps. The scepter was shiny and had a big gem on top. Uche said, "These books look important. And the scepter is beautiful." Ada said, "Yes, and the key must open something special." They took the books, the scepter, and the key. They left the hidden chamber. They were happy and excited. They knew there were more adventures to come. They were ready for the next journey. As they left the castle, they wondered, what will we find next? Where will the new clues take us? Uche, Ada, and the old man left the castle with their treasures. They looked at the new books and maps they found. The books had pictures of ancient places and stories of heroes. Uche said, "These books are full of stories. They must be very old." Ada said, "Yes, and the maps show us more places to go." They walked through the forest with their new treasures. They followed the map to a big cave. The cave was dark and cool inside. Uche said, "We need to go inside the cave. The map shows something there." Ada said, "Yes, let us see what is in the cave." They walked into the cave with their lamp. Inside, they found more carvings on the walls. The carvings showed animals and people. They followed the carvings to a big room. In the room, they found a stone altar and more old papers. Uche said, "Look, an altar. And more papers." Ada said, "Yes, let us see what the papers say." They read the papers. The papers had more clues and symbols. They showed a path through the mountains to a hidden valley. Uche said, "We need to find this hidden valley." Ada said, "Yes, let us follow the path in the mountains." They left the cave with the papers and the altar. They climbed through the mountains. They found a narrow path that led down into a green valley. Uche said, "Look at the valley. It is beautiful." Ada said, "Yes, let us explore the valley." They walked through the valley with its tall trees and clear streams. They found an old village with houses made of stone. Uche said, "This village looks very old." Ada said, "Yes, maybe it has more clues." They talked to the villagers. The villagers were friendly and showed them an ancient temple hidden in the forest. Uche said, "We need to go to the temple. It must be important." Ada said, "Yes, let us see what is inside." They walked through the forest to the ancient temple. The temple was tall and had statues of gods. They found a big door with symbols on it. Uche said, "These symbols are like the ones in the books." Ada said, "Yes, maybe they will open the door." Uche used the scepter and the key from the castle. He put the key in the keyhole and turned it. The door opened slowly. Ada said, "Look, the door is opening." They walked into the temple with their lamp. Inside, they found a big room with a statue of a goddess. The goddess had a necklace with a big, colorful gem. Uche said, "Look at the statue. It is amazing." Ada said, "Yes, and the necklace is shining." They took the necklace and looked around the room. They found more old books and a map of the stars. Uche said, "These books are full of knowledge. And the map shows the stars." Ada said, "Yes, maybe they will show us the way home." They took the books, the map of the stars, and the necklace. They left the temple with their new treasures. They were happy and excited. They knew there were more adventures to come. They were ready for the next journey. As they left the ancient temple, they wondered, what will we find next? Where will the stars lead us? Uche, Ada, and the old man continued their adventures across the world, uncovering ancient knowledge and treasures. With each discovery, they gained more wealth and wisdom. They used their riches to help others, building schools, hospitals, and homes for those in need. Using the knowledge from the ancient books and maps, they made groundbreaking discoveries in science, medicine, and technology. Their inventions and innovations changed the world for the better, bringing prosperity and happiness to many. Over the years, Uche and Ada got married and had many children. Their family grew strong and happy. They taught their children the importance of kindness, hard work, and helping others. As they grew older, Uche, Ada, and the old man became respected philanthropists. They donated trillionaires of dollars and naira to charitable causes around the globe, improving education, healthcare, and the environment. Their generosity touched the lives of millions. With their combined efforts and dedication, Uche, Ada, and the old man achieved their dream of becoming trillionaires. Their net worth soared to trillions of US dollars, making them among the richest people in history. Yet, they remained humble and grateful for their journey. Their story became legendary, inspiring generations to follow their dreams and make a positive impact on the world. Uche, Ada, and the old man lived happily, surrounded by their loving family and the knowledge that they had made a difference in the world. And so, with hearts full of joy and fulfillment, they continued their journey, knowing that the greatest treasure they had found was the ability to make a difference and spread happiness wherever they went. And at last Ada turned to Uche and said, "Look how we've made it, my darling." The end. Don't forget to like, share and please turn on your notification bell so you'll be informed when we upload a new video. Subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos.